Okay, got the block turned up on its side. I've run a I've run a 1/4 inch bit. Check the galleys just for the quarter. I was drilling the blocks to 5/16. Too big. I mean, I think you can do it, but you got to be careful when you're doing it. You have to get stages of bits. Because I ran the 1/4 inch bit, I got the tubes all done. They're opened back up. Can't forget this part. You'll starve all of it bottom from oil. So the tube has to be opened back up. But when you're drilling these blocks, just go ahead and be prepared, because this happened to me just now. When it goes through, let's see, I'm trying to get in front of the camera. There it is. It went through, hit the back of the top of the oil galley, broke the bit. It's a chance to take. Luckily, it just got the tip, so it would push on up in the hole and just fall down the tube. But this is the part when anybody asks me about this stuff. I tell you, you got to be very careful with doing this, because you can box yourself in a hole pretty quick. I don't know. I should have done it earlier. I stopped and got this 1/4 inch drill bit because I'm leery of doing this 5/16 after that incident with that one block where I had to drill a hole in the top of the galley and take a punch and drive it out. So I backed away from the 5/16. What I did do, and I didn't use, is I went and got a 3/16. Pretty long bit. I think you would be better off taking the small drill bit, getting the hole, okay, figuring out, punch it through with this 5/16, being on the safe side. Then take your 5/16, bit after you get the hole established back in the tube, and go ahead and mark your bit. Take and put a mark on here, a Sharpie or something, just at the back of the block. You got a black drill bit, suggest a silver Sharpie. Take and if you don't break it, mark it like that. Then, once you get your mark on that bit, determine your length, and then back it up accordingly. And then mark this bit to where you don't wind up breaking the bit off like I just did. You'll have to learn how to work around this stuff as you go. You may break bits, but trust me, this little 3/16 bit would have been easier to get out than that quarter. So that's my suggestion. Start with a small bit, get the pilot hole back through it. But my point is where I was going, or I wanted to say was, see how short these flutes are? And even on the quarter, you add another 1/4 inch to that bit, you don't really have a lot of flute room. So when you're drilling, it's not like a standard drill bit where you got a long flute on it. These are short, very short flutes. They'll pack up with the iron pretty quick. So when you're drilling, clean your bit. Pull it back, pull the scrap iron out. Don't just go in there like I did the first time, and just keep trying to go, and it'll pack up and it'll eventually break your bit off. Which common sense should have dictated that. I can't blame nobody but that myself. But I hadn't drilled all the way through with this one, and now this is a shorter bit. It's not a long bit. I haven't been able to find them, but when I get the quarter done, I've gone up to a 260 thousandths drill bit. And it won't go all the way to the cube. These short bits won't. Well, it did, but right at the end. See, here we are. Bit spun off the end of the drill. Very, very, very hard to find a drill bit long enough to do this on the shelf. Alright, that's a 260. All the Chrysler books say to take it to 283. Alright, that's a 260 bit, so it's done. My next bit would be a 275. So I know I'm not going up much each time. And then this one's actually 290. But that's sort of playing it safe when you're trying to do this, to where you're not grabbing as much iron around your bit. Just take a chance on breaking these things off in the block. You have to kind of get your pilot hole started, so just go ahead and lock your bit down all the way in your drill. Don't try to get on the end of it. Can't seem to get the bit tightened up. My old hands just weren't gonna do it. But I'm using a keyless chuck too. Let's see if this can go now. See, I'm grabbing such small increments, it's gonna grab each time. But like I said, you have to make sure you keep that iron out of that hole. I'm not even gonna bother to slide the bit out. I'm just gonna drop down to the next one. Same deal. Kind of hard to get them started. When if you had a Bridgeport, you know that you set your Bridgeport up on your angles, which I don't know if I'd want to do it on Bridgeport or not. You damn sure break a drill bit off, so that's when I've got one and I don't use it. I'd rather have the freedom of the drill just kind of stop in my hand. I don't use no big ass. You notice I ain't using a half-inch drill I had for a reamer, because you want it to stop. You want it to stop before you break it off. say, well, see, I'm only grabbing like 15 thousandths over the next drill bit. All right, that's as deep as that bit was set to go. I'm gonna grab it out here on the tip and get a little bit deeper. And like I said, these bits ain't really long enough. See? Be careful. You take your drill bit right here and you can kind of see how far away you are from your galley. I mean, even though I'm drilling with these stage bits there, I mean, I'll show you, it's probably, these bits, they're 900 thousandths from even getting to the galley. You say, well, why are you doing all that? Well, before I run that big hog up in there, I'm going to open these things up as far up as I can. One, if I do that, the material has somewhere to go in the hole. This is the 290, which I didn't have a 283 bit. Put the drill in low. Okay. Y'all hear how that thing's grinding up in there. She's grabbing a lot of material in low. A lot of material. There we go. All right, that's to the 290 size, which we're pushing the 300 with the 290. Scoot it out, get a little deeper. My old battery's about dead. Don't take long when you're doing this to get this thing. See if this other one's got enough juice to get these last few holes. To 290. That's as far as I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna run the 5/16 in there. That's a whole different critter. So that's out. I'll go get another quarter bit. I am gonna look up McMaster Car or MSC and see if they have a bit long enough. Just measuring from the hole down, looks like you need probably a 6 or a 7-inch drill bit to actually get to the galley. But you got to open these back up because you block them off with the tubes. I got the one lifter hole prepped in the other video. I guess I can go over this right quick with the tap and the cam bearing. Let's see, got a flashlight here for a second. Okay, my tap, they got, no, it's the wrong size tap. It's in my thing. Must be steel. At the engine man's. But luckily for me, I have another tap set. This is just a 1/4 inch tap. didn't drill it. We just thread it with a 1/4 inch. Yeah. She'll thread right up. Be careful how deep you run these, which it don't really matter. Yeah, I can feel it grabbing some getting some iron now. It's getting a little tighter. That's what you want. So you run your taps in, thread the cam hole. It's just a 1/4 20. I know this is backwards, guys, because I'm working on the wrong side of the phone. 1/4 20 3/8. So we take that. Take you a 100 thousandths drill bit. Take you a 100 thousandths drill bit. Drill a hole in the center of it. I like red Loctite or epoxy. And then screw it in. I've got most of my stuff ready for this, but I didn't get everything 100%. I didn't have I didn't get an Allen wrench. I apologize. Videos are kind of getting long. This one's 23 minutes. But basically, it should thread right up in there. And of course, I get a damn ball in, Allen wrench on the straight side. It's got a burr. Won't go on. It'll go within it. So, see if I can go in there now. My Allen wrench is not cooperating, guys. All right, let me find, I'm gonna pause, do another one. This one's 25 minutes.